So there's new developments that, I found out about with Tasha K and Cardi B. Now, remember, Cardi B sued Tasha K for talking about, her online, accusing her of being a drug user, saying she had an STD, saying she was an escort. They went to court and Cardi B won that case. They got a $4 million judgment in that particular case. So, of course, Tasha K, she had filed an appeal to that decision. Now, recently, Tasha K, as people seen, she was in the African continent. Tasha living her best life. Tasha, she's just funny in a lot of ways. Like I told people, I actually met Tasha years ago. I even told her before people knew who she was. I said, listen, you gonna be somebody. I said, you kind of bully with it though. I said, you kind of acting like 50 Cent on how you do these celebrities. She say, shoot, I don't care about that. I gotta put these stories out. I say, okay, all right. This is a long time ago before y'all even knew who Tasha was. I met her back in 2017 or so, somewhere around there when she was kind of just getting started. But I think she was approaching 100,000 subscribers at the time. And Tasha's hella talented. She is. She understands the algorithms. She understands everything. Like, Tasha, when I was dealing with issues, like I said, people trying to talk crap about me, Tasha picked up the phone and, say, hey, man, you good? I see all these people saying stuff, whatever. And I always appreciate Tasha, anybody that's going to pick up a phone, holler at me and things like that. So I couldn't really say nothing bad about Tasha personally, because she's never personally said anything wrong. She called me, she looked out, she reached out. She put me on game about how to get bread on Facebook years ago, right? So I'm always gonna be, cool on that. You know what I'm saying? I put that up front. But the situation with Cardi is something we got to talk about, just even as content creators, because from what I know is that when the videos first went out that Cardi had an issue with the Star Marie lady, that from what I heard that she reached out to Tasha in the DMs a couple of times and said, hey, that what she's saying isn't true about me. Then, a couple of times, when Tasha was kind of going at her or whatever, I heard there was a time that she reached out to her again. What could we do as mothers, and as women? What could we do to let's work this out, or whatever. But from what it was saying, and nothing kind of came out of anything like that. So it got to a point down the line that, she wanted to, take Tasha to court for defamation. And, when the case came out, people followed it, evidence, all of that, she lost the case. Well, it has escalated now, because while Tasha's filing an appeal, and she has a right to file an appeal, Cardi B has hired some garnishment attorneys, because she had defamation attorneys in the first case. Now she has garnishment attorneys who specialize in getting that bag. So you heard the first story that they, got access to Tasha's JP Morgan Chase account. They put out she had $1,000 in there, but then Tasha posted when she was in the African continent that I just walked in and put all this money in the African bank. I started laughing. I said, man, Tasha. I fell out on the floor laughing. Tasha was out there living her best life in Africa, and I'm proud of her here. I'm going to Kenya next month myself. Can't wait to get there. Can't wait. Boy, I can't wait to get to Kenya. Anyway, so Tasha, coming back, she did this contest where she said, hey, what I had in my bank account, I'm gonna give it away, so people that went viral. So, Cardi B was getting agitated, all that, warning her she gonna do something to her. Well, what she ended up doing now is her attorney sent a, letter to Google and said, hey, you need to hold off on any money that you're giving to her. We got this court order for this judgment. And so they're trying to do that now. If what I think may happen, I don't think that's going to be successful. Knowing Tasha's like 2 and 3 steps ahead. Tasha either have that in another LLC that's not attached to her, or her husband's name, because her husband didn't get a judgment like she got, against him in the case. So if it's in her husband's name, Google gonna have to give Tasha her money. You think Tasha didn't think about that ahead of time? You think, because you can switch your AdSense account. You know that, right? So let's say if it was in her name, she had lost the case. You could be like, hey, let's say her husband, get an AdSense account. Sign up with an AdSense account. Okay, well, they're going to say, hey, it's in his name, not hers. I can't do that. Yeah, she may be on the channel, but it's his. It's going to him. It's his social security number is on this. Or his, LLC is on this. They can start at a brand new LLC and attach that to an AdSense account. Then what they're going to get then? I don't think they put all this mess out, man. I'm telling you, it looks like Tasha's like 2 and 3 steps ahead of Cardi. Even though she got all this money and attorneys, she already ahead of her. Tasha even insulated herself when she started making sure she had her app. And she could be, and taking her Effery Fridays and all that, putting on her website. See, Tasha was already ahead of before they was going to do anything. And Tasha's used to that, right? And, I say shout out to her. Tasha's ahead of the game. Now, Uncle Phil, let's say if it was me. And I did an interview. Let me name a rapper. Drake. And if Drake hollered at me in the DM and said, hey, bro, look, check this out. That interview that you put out, man, that wasn't really true. This is what happened, man. Could you take that down? I really would appreciate it, man. We'll be good if you take that video down. And he give me the evidence how that wasn't true. And I'm like, you know what, Drake? Even though I'm caking on this video right now, man, I'm caking on this video. But since you showed me it's not true, I'll take it down, bro. Because if somebody bring to me something that's not true, then I have to take it down. Because it's not right for me to have it out. I'm just saying how I operate. Over the years, I've made content and people come email me or show me something and say, hey, Phil, that's not true what happened. Or that's they put out, misinformation or whatever. This is what happened. Say, oh, shoot. Okay. Thank you for telling me. And I immediately go take it down. And I get mad at myself because I should have known that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll take it down. Let's say if I didn't take it down, let's say Drake came back and say, hey, man, what could we do as fathers, man? We both fathers. We both brothers, man. What could we do? Because, this stuff's kind of going too far, man. Come on, bro. I mean, like, can you take the video down? He just kind of does not mention me as much. You could talk about me, if I'm in the news relevant, but can you not be so this way, brother? And it's kind of hurt my family a little bit. Some of the things you're saying is getting to them, it wouldn't have to go that far to me, right? Because I'm saying, okay, you coming to me on some man junk. You saying we two fathers and we black men and stuff like that. It wouldn't went that far. Even let's say if he came to me like that, man, Drake, I got you, man. You right. We both brothers. We fathers. I got you. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have got that far with me where Drake would have had to sue me for something. It wouldn't have got that far because I believe in the 48 laws of power too. And I like Tasha personally. Tasha has been cool with me, but she violated one of the 48 laws of power. There's a law in there that tell you, do not go to war with somebody that you can't defeat. When Cardi B has a purse that big over you, you don't try to battle with them in court. That's not going to work. She's got millions just to play with, just to be getting at you. You don't. That woman could ruin you. Literally. And she seemed like she got time to. Now, once you get a certain amount, if you had an equal amount of money, cool. Do your thing. Just like the situation with Ye. All the things that Ye talking about right now. I can't talk like Ye. I don't have Ye's money. And you better believe, now, if I got Ye's money, I would prepare myself ahead of time before I said a word. Because, y'all wouldn't want to see Uncle Phil with Ye's money. Man. Y'all think I talk now, man. I wouldn't hold back on nothing because I'm like this. You got $1 billion. Ain't no way I'm going to be quiet about anything. Everybody can get it. And I don't care if you like it or not. Right now, I'm that way now, but I have to do it in a tactful way. I can't do it raw like I really would like to do it. But she's trying to get Tasha's money. She's trying. I don't think she'll be able to do it personally. I think Tasha's way smarter than that just by the interactions I've had with her. But we'll see. we will see. Y'all let me know what y'all think about, the situation with Cardi B and Tasha K. Like I said, this is interesting. This is definitely a case study for sure for content creators.